Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. A very good morning to my respected Mr. Chairman, T.S. Dr. Muhammad Yamani bin Yahya, Intellect Examiner, Associate Professor T.S. G.S. Dr. Zul Zakimin bin Haji Muhammad, and Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Goh Kai Chen, and all my supportive supervisor and co-supervisor. Alhamdulillah, it's an honor to me to be here. It's an honor to me to be here today to deliver my research proposal entitled Development of Framework for Adoption of Artificial Intelligence in Supportive Facilities Management or Procurement Process. Before I start, let me introduce myself. I'm T.S. HAZLIN BINTI Gharip. I'm doing Ph.D. in Real Estate and Facilities Management. And my supervisory committee are T.S. Dr. Norliana binti Sarpin and Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Roshartini binti Omar. This is my presentation outline. First, it's the introduction. Consists of background of research and motivational of the research. And second, the literature review. Third, the research methodology. Fourth is the expected outcomes of the research. Next, the research framework. And finally, the significance of the significance contribution. To present the background of the study. In today's world, organizations are facing revolutionary change, which is the result of the global interconnectivity and real-time transfer of data, which allow the firm to create new business models and drive for more innovation to remain in the business. Procurement is a set of standards that need to be followed to make the business and smoothing of the working. There is no standard process. It can be changed according to one's need and desire. The basic steps of the procurement comprise the procurement process are identification of need, selection of vendor, developing sourcing strategy, supplier evaluation, and supplier relation management. However, technologies like artificial intelligence and big data have shown a lot of potential, and that is the sole reason why that the companies are trying their hands on it. From a facility management perspective, it should improve the exchange of data and information within the team concerning matters operability as well as exchange between the team and those in the management. Of Hoa et al. 2017. Today's project procurement management lack of agility and flexibility to handle such variation drastic. To improve the agility of project procurement management process, technical use can leverage. Technology can leverage the capability and merits of industrial 4.0 technologies, referred to RAIN and Naval 2021. Motivation of research begin by discussing the urgency and importance of integrating artificial intelligence into industrial system. Reference: the advancement in Industrial 4.8 relies on AI technologies. As we look at this slide, Dasar Industrial Industri keempat 4IR negara discuss the national policy on the fourth industrial revolution, highlight the key strategies and objectives outlining the policy for adopting emerging technology. It's a good sign of adoption of AI in facilities management procurement. And then for the point 2, the transparency in procurement nowadays got attention in Malaysia currently. For example, on 5 April 2021, Cartel borrowed 3.0 billion tender kementerian attract the FM players regarding procurement transparency. Means that there is a need for procurement to do the innovation to make sure the transparency are in order. And then for the third point, National Construction Policy 2030 also highlighted on adoption artificial intelligence in construction industry. However, referring to the technology's readiness level, facilities management is still in level 2 to 3 from level 1. Means that digitalization in facilities management procurement process need to transform their operation by adopting artificial intelligence for the whole process to ensure their stability remains. Okay, this slide will raise the issue, existing study, problem, get and proposed, and also the contribution. And then in terms of issue, procurement teams deal with a vast volume of complex data which create a considerable administrative burden for the function and take up many procurement professionals' time. An operational or managerial issue regarding of AI at particularly the success factors that affect AI adoption are overlooked, referring to Hong Chen 2019. An existing study said that artificial intelligence is the key technology for procurement and its usage is still in infancy. Hansfield et al. 2019, Spitzenbach and both 2021. And then there is a limited research on the adoption of artificial intelligence in the facilities management procurement process. And then for the problem, the procurement function is often one of the last transformed digitalized, referring to Lindsay 2021. Chun Hui also said that the procurement officer were blamed for malpractice and non-compliance with the policies and procedure of the procurement system. Inefficiency and inconsistency procurement process planning significantly impact business performance, Poon et al. 2018. And as a gap and proposed application of AI in procurement is still in its early days. There's a large body of literature that expected, especially on automated negotiation, procurement strategy, and negotiation support, Sprinzer about 2022. And then for the contribution, AI in procurement can be used in lower cost and improve performance indicators, including productivity, transparency, and efficiency. Cosmo et al. 2019, Columbus 2091, and Recounter 2020. From the problem statement, I derive 4RQ and 4RO. To answer my first RQ, I aim to explore the facilities management organization readiness for artificial intelligence for supporting their first procurement process. And then to answer my second RQ, what strategies are concerned by FM organization when they plan to adopt AI technologies for supporting facilities management procurement process. RO, to investigate strategies for adoption of artificial intelligence for supporting facilities management procurement process. And then to answer my third research question, I aim to develop a framework for adoption of artificial intelligence for supporting facilities management procurement process. And lastly, in order to answer my last RQ, I will validate a framework for artificial intelligence for supporting facilities management procurement process. Next, let's take a look at a literature review. Okay, in terms of artificial intelligence, AI is a system ability to interpret external data correctly, to learn, search from data, and use learning to achieve specific goal and task through flexible adoption. Kaplan and Heinlein 2019. And then in terms of procurement process, digitalization and emerging technologies serve as a facilitators for the changing process and functional of procurement department, referring to Buying House and How to 2021. And then the integration of IoT, big data analytics, and mobile phone application toward digitalization FM has a result in substantial reduction in management costs as well as improved facilities management and service quality, referring to Ali 2000. In that, and then last for the in terms of support, industry and government also support the current expansion by making substantial investment in making artificial intelligence technology implementation, Mampu 2020. Other summary of literature review is from Cosmo et al. 2019 and Darmeyer G. 2020, said that digital readiness is required on both sides of the buyer-supplier so that the use of technology to their full extent become possible. To their readiness factor is a necessary factor in the adoption of AI. That's why my research first objective is I want to investigate their readiness. And then Vergesser et al. 2018 also said Procurement managers are unsure about how they work and their future impact of knowledge management. Means that in terms of their readiness, there must be some problem of their readiness, because normally of the procurement managers have an issue on technological or digitalization. Manual procurement handicap companies operation and potential for financial issue, and allow each and also have issue related to efficiency, data security, communication and transparency. Gunasekara et al. 2021. Okay, then CIDP 2022 also that said that the construction sector in Malaysia currently embracing technology adoption and adoption under Industrial Revolution 4.0. By year 2020, the sector is expected to achieve digitalization at last half of its cycle. This include of the procurement and monitoring phases. And then to improve procurement system, for public project, National Construction Policy 2020 stated that the implementation of electronic procurement platform is a centralized public work procurement, enable an effective and efficiency procurement practice, procurement transparency and encouraging and innovation. For research methodology, this research will use qualitative method to answer all the research questions. Therefore, the study is divided into three main parts. Part was grounded method theory, where I answer RQ1, RQ2 using LR, and answer document review using doctrinal approach and semi-structured interview. Whereas in part 2, I answer RO1, RO2, and RO3, and I use both interview and observation. In part 3 on the development, I will use interview, and for validation, I use expert review for validation of the framework. All the data collection will be analyzed using thematic analysis, Atlas TI. The research durable of three parts will be as follows. From RQ1, I will derive the current readiness of FM organization, and from RQ2, I will be able to extract the strategies by FM organization. Then from the RQ3, the current practice of strategy will be obtained, and the output is the development of FMPPAI framework. Finally, for RQ4, the validation of FMPP will be validated by for expert. For research scope, Indian of target population concentrated on MAFM corporation members, especially those with procurement and digitalization experience. Only engaged knowledgeable procurement or facilities management will be involved. In terms of sampling approach, purposive sampling will be used. Target MAFM members with digitalization expertise and focus on procurement actor with 5 years of experience. In terms of evaluation scope, examine 5 to 10 firms in Malaysia with digitalization process, minimum of 5 years in business. Target decision makers will extensively experience and sustainable development exposure. In terms of data collection, full screen employed will be employed. Identify AI experience procurement facility management suit for qualitative data collection, and this research will focus on explore AI variable in FM procurement, including literature review and emphasis Malaysian in facilities management companies. Here is the expected outcome of by RO. And then for RO1, is explore the organization readiness toward artificial intelligence for supporting facilities management procurement process. I expect a comprehensive understanding of organization current awareness, infrastructure and preparedness for adopting artificial intelligence in facilities management. Then it will identify the key factors influencing readiness, including existing technological capabilities, organizational culture, and the current skill set of personnel. And for RO2, investigate the strategies concerning FM organizational when planning adopt AI technologies for supporting the facilities management procurement process. The expected outcome after the interview, I will understanding into the strategic planning process employed by FM organization when considering the adoption of AI in facilities management procurement. And then I can identify the specific goal, objective, and key performance and outline the strategic plan related to AI adoption. Also, by using this, by knowing this objective too, the expected risk management strategy will be gained. Okay, continue to the expected outcome for research objective 3, develop framework for adoption of artificial intelligence for supporting the FM procurement process. In this stage, a well-defined framework for the adoption of artificial intelligence in facilities management, outlining essential component and their interrelationship. It will expect that the recommendation and decision makers workflow for integrating the AI framework within existing procurement process. And then for research objective 4, validate the framework for the adoption of artificial intelligence for supporting facilities management procurement process. I will have the outcome expected is feedback from the end user, including procurement manager and facility manager on the proposed AI framework. It is expected that identification of strength and weakness of the framework based on user input and acceptance. It will come with the recommendation for fine-tuning and refining AI framework to enhance the effectiveness and address the problem concern raised during the validation phase. Here is shown in figure 6 and a framework of the enabled effectiveness of blockchain of technology in facilities management procurement done by Gunasekaran et al. In 2021. Okay, this is the existing model that I have used for my research. Together with the existing model, I also will use technology organizational environment TOE framework to propose new framework for FMPPAI for my research. This framework, the TOE framework is technological innovation decision making is influenced by external environment, organizational and technology. Okay, this is my proposed framework. It has three main phases. The first phase, pre-tender, where need assessment and plan and budget preparation is done in these phases. The next phases is the tendering phases, where invitation to tender, evaluation, award, and then the contract management and also order and payment. Below is in yellow colors. There is a AI element or AI type will be used, such as machine learning for supplier risk assessment, demand forecasting, big data analytics, spend analysis, and for the tendering phase, for the evaluation, we'll use the predictive analytics, price prediction, supplier performance prediction, and expert system supplier evaluation, and also for the award of the tender, optimized algorithm, supplier selection in terms of optimization algorithm, inventory optimization, cognitive computing, supplier recommendation. And then for the contract management, normally in AI will involve the natural language processing LLP, contract analysis, supplier in terms of supplier communication, and then in terms of contract management, there is an item on cognitive computing. In order and payment in post-awarding phases, robotic process and automation will be involved for the element of artificial intelligence. As last of my presentation is a significant contribution, my research will have a significant on a theoretical. It will show the relationship between the facilities management procurement process and the adoption of AI in FM donation. In terms of methodological, it's an in-depth view of research topic through participant shared experience. Then in terms of empirical, it will improve procurement and supply chain operation through transformation to digitalization and artificial intelligence for their procurement process. And in terms of practical, fundamental increase the adoption of AI for supporting FMPP and organization. This slide will end my presentation. Then I say thank you for giving me a time for hearing my proposal defense. Thank you.